5.6
those are
turnovers,
hell of a number.
Those are hell of a numbers.
But to me, that's not
Period.
dominating.
Yes.
Caitlin Clark is back in the spotlight after breaking 2 WNBA records in less than 48 hours. An incredible achievement, right? But then, Sheryl Swoopes, one of the greatest icons in women's basketball, makes a surprising statement. She doesn't believe Clark is truly dominating yet.
We say her stats are today, what?
20 points, 8.4 assists, 6 rebounds.
That's crazy.
But
That's crazy. Is that
5.6
Those are
turnovers.
hell of a number.
Those are hell of a numbers.
But to me, that's not
Period.
dominating.
Yes.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Sheryl Swoopes, 3-time MVP and WNBA legend, openly questions Clark's dominance despite her record-breaking season. Naturally, this raises questions, especially when you consider all that Clark has accomplished this year.
Since the Marina Mabry trade, and she has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlin Clark for 3, rattles it around for her.
While other experts emphasize that Clark has had a unique, unprecedented impact on the league.
Caitlin's able to, get her shot off so quick, and also get downhill and get to the rim. Those guys just make big shots.
Let's be honest, how can you not call Caitlin Clark dominant at this point? The numbers don't lie. Clark is doing things that we've rarely, if ever, seen in the history of the WNBA. So why isn't Swoopes convinced yet? In a recent episode of the podcast, Gil's Arena, Swoopes openly shared her thoughts on Clark's first season in the WNBA. When asked if Clark is currently dominating the league, she didn't hesitate to make her stance clear. "Those numbers are great, but for me, that's not dominating," she said, drawing a distinct line between impressive statistics and what she believes true dominance means in the WNBA.
To me, that's not
Period.
dominating.
Yeah, it's only not dominating because she's a rookie.
Now,
If
No.
yeah,
so,
because if she's putting up numbers like Asia right now, would she be dominating?
yes.
So it's about the numbers.
For many fans, and certainly Clark's supporters, this comment came as a shock. How can Swoopes say this when Clark has just broken historic records? Why isn't Swoopes ready to recognize Clark as a dominant force in the WNBA? Before we dive into the reasons behind Swoopes' statement and what this means for Clark's rookie season, let me quickly tell you something. Right now, only 0.1% of our viewers are subscribed. Don't miss out on the latest WNBA updates and in-depth analyses on players like Caitlin Clark. Hit that subscribe button and join our community. Now, let's explore why Sheryl Swoopes is still doubting Clark's dominance. To start, Clark's stats tell a very different story than what Swoopes suggests. Averaging 19.5 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 8.4 assists per game, she's been nothing short of sensational. No rookie, no player, in fact, has ever posted such a well-rounded stat line in the history of the league. The guard, who transitioned from Iowa to the Indiana Fever, didn't just meet expectations. She completely shattered them while rewriting the record books along the way.
Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star. And Angel Reese is to be completely believed that there's no hate. They both get along. They're cool with each other.
In just the past few days, Clark has broken 2 of the most prestigious records in the WNBA.
Since the Marina Mabry trade, and she has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlin Clark for 3, rattles it around for her first deep shot.
On September 14th, she set the record for most assists in a single season by dishing out her 322nd assist, surpassing Alyssa Thomas's previous record, 321. And she wasn't done. Less than 48 hours later, Clark scored a career-high 35 points against the Dallas Wings, breaking the 18-year-old rookie scoring record previously held by WNBA legend Simone Augustus.
The last few games haven't been your best offensively in terms of the numbers that you put up, but you come in and drop 35 points. What was different for you today?
Once you see the ball go through the basket a little bit, I still had a few in and outs. I'm like, man, how's it not going in? But I felt like I played a good game. My shot felt well. I thought we could have moved the ball a little bit better, but overall, I thought we played well.
Clark now holds the record with 761 points in a single season, a truly historic achievement. Think about it. In just one weekend, Clark achieved what most players could only dream of accomplishing in their entire careers. Yet Swoopes, an undisputed legend, still holds that Clark isn't dominating, at least not yet. Swoopes' critique of Clark goes beyond the numbers. While she acknowledges Clark's talent and record-breaking performances, she views dominance as something more than statistics. "I've never questioned whether Caitlin is a good player. I think she's a great player. Swoops explained during the podcast. What I said was that I thought it would take her some time to adjust to the professional level, and I think that's exactly what she's done.
Like, I've never questioned if Caitlin was a good player.
Yeah.
I think she's a hell of a player. And my thing was, no, I didn't think she would come in and dominate. I thought it would take her some time to adjust to being a professional. And to me, I think that's exactly what she's done.
For Swoops, dominance in the WNBA isn't just about filling the stat sheet. It's about controlling the game in a way that sets a player apart from everyone else. Although Clark has clearly made her mark, Swoops believes she hasn't quite reached that level yet. Her comments reflect a belief that the transition from college to the pros is a gradual process, even for prodigies like Clark. Swoops, who led the Houston Comets to 4 consecutive championships, knows better than anyone what it takes to dominate the WNBA.
Average 52% over the season, #1 in the nation. As Swoops pulls up and hits.
She's a Hall of Famer whose legacy is not just built on individual accolades, but on elevating her team to the highest level of success. In her view, dominance goes beyond personal records. It's about commanding respect and taking control of the game at the highest stage.
Writing and rewriting history, first ever national title for Texas Tech. Does it feel like what you thought it would feel like?
Oh man, it's even better. This is just really something special, and I just think the fact that this is our last year and this is really something we look forward to doing, and it feels really great.
Congratulations.
While Swoops' judgment might not sit well with Clark's fans, the numbers speak for themselves.
Love watching her score and just everything about her.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT.
I like her when she just shoots from half court.
In addition to breaking the assist and scoring records, Clark also became the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 300 assists in a season. And earlier this year, she set the record for most assists in a single game with 19. And let's not forget that she's the first rookie in league history to record multiple triple-doubles, showcasing her versatility and ability to impact the game in numerous ways. Clark's historic season didn't happen in isolation. Her spectacular play has drawn immense attention to the WNBA, with fans around the world tuning in to watch her rivalry with fellow rookie Angel Reese. Reese, whose season unfortunately ended early due to injury, would have added a new dimension to this discussion if she had remained healthy. Sheryl Swoopes isn't the only one with a strong opinion about Caitlin Clark. Several other basketball experts have their own take on Clark's impact in her first year in the WNBA. Former coach and WNBA analyst Rebecca Lobo, for instance, noted that Clark brings something unique to the game that we haven't seen in years. Her ability to not only score but also read the game and make others around her better is impressive for someone her age. According to Lobo, what truly sets Clark apart from other rookies is her leadership and on-court intelligence. ESPN analyst Chiny Ogwumike also praised Clark, stating that the way she orchestrates the game and sets up her teammates shows that she's not just an individual star, but a true leader in the making. Clark knows how to take control of a game, even in the toughest situations. However, some analysts like Swoops remain cautious. Former NBA player and current basketball commentator Brian Scalabrine emphasized that while Clark's performances are phenomenal, dominance in the WNBA isn't just about breaking records. It's about how you elevate your team to new heights, like Sue Bird or Diana Taurasi did. These varying opinions highlight that the debate over what constitutes dominance in the WNBA is far from clear-cut. For some, the focus is on stats, while others look at the bigger picture of team dynamics and long-term influence on the league. One thing is certain, though, Clark's performances have sparked an important conversation in the basketball world. So, is Caitlin Clark dominating the WNBA? It depends on who you ask. For Sheryl Swoopes, dominance goes beyond breaking records. It's about leaving a lasting impact on both individual play and team success at the highest levels. However, for many fans and analysts, Clark's accomplishments this season represent nothing short of greatness. With the Fever securing their first playoff spot since 2016, Clark now has the chance to show whether she can lead her team deep into the postseason, a true test of dominance by any definition. One thing is certain, the WNBA has never seen a player quite like her, and she's just getting started. As Clark prepares for the playoffs, with one regular season game left against the Washington Mystics, she'll undoubtedly look to add even more records to her resume. Whether she's already dominating or not, the future looks incredibly bright for Caitlin Clark. The question remains, just how high can she raise the bar? As one commentator put it, She hasn't just met expectations, she's far exceeded them. And as she continues to develop, Clark might just prove that dominance, like greatness, comes in many forms. Did you enjoy this analysis? Want to stay updated on the latest Caitlin Clark and WNBA news? Don't forget to subscribe. By subscribing, you'll never miss an update on the biggest stars in women's basketball and get exclusive insights into the most memorable moments of the season. Hit that subscribe button and stay in the loop.